Okay, should I stay in my relationship or should I leave? That's a very, very powerful question and a very challenging situation to be in. Maybe there's a lot of fighting, maybe there's financial troubles, infidelity or abuse, and you feel worn out and you feel like you're out of options. You may have fallen out of love with your partner and your heart is looking for something more. So we often think about leaving. We're also left wondering if we've done everything we could to save the relationship. Maybe there are children involved. Maybe there's a money situation that prevents you from moving out or moving on. Maybe there's, you look at the lifestyle change. Maybe you're afraid of being alone. So things are just really, really complicated. So it can feel like a tug of war sometimes between what our hearts tell us and what you feel is the right thing to do. And it's very difficult for us to know when the right time to leave is, right? I know during my personal experience, when I walked away from a relationship, I was at a tug of war between my heart and my logical mind. If I leave, will I be fine to stand on my own 2 feet? Am I emotionally intelligent enough? Do I have the resources to be able to do that? So these thoughts in your mind can, and I know what they did for me, they can go on for days, weeks, and maybe even for months. Do I stay or do I go? What things do I need to do? So that state of limbo between the two choices can generate a tremendous amount of energy drain. It can drag us down physically, of course, and mentally. You drag your butt to work, you aren't present for that moment. If you have children, you may not be present for your children. And certainly there's feelings of sadness and disappointment. And again, wishing that things would have been differently, would have gone differently. So the gravity of the decision weighs on you very heavily. And of course, they weigh very heavily to the people closest to you. So when it comes to this particular dilemma, there are two critical decisions that need to be made and two critical mistakes that can be made. Which is, for example, number one, allowing your mind and your logical mind to make a decision whether you're going to stay or you're going to go. You see, the logical mind doesn't allow you to keep you safe per se. So if you're in a mentally or physically abusive relationship, the thought may be, he's been better this month if there's some kind of abuse, or she's been better this month. And so it looked like there was improvement. And so we kind of go into that running back into that burning building to get our favorite toy or our favorite DVD movie, now I'm dating myself. So, you persuade yourself through your logical mind to go back to that relationship and stay in that abusive relationship. So our logical mind isn't always the best judge of what makes us happy and keeps us safe. So love and attraction, fear, anger, disappointment are rarely those emotions that follow that critical mind path. So logic is a very bad advisor when it comes to relationships. The other second one, critical error to make, is allowing your friends and family to sway your decision. It is very natural for us to want to speak to our friends and family in times of stress, when you want to make a decision, when you need to make this change, or you want to leave the relationship. But we're very social creatures, so we're influenced by our society and what it tells us. We're shamed for wanting to break a relationship through societal, through religion, and through old dynamics. So our friends and family also follow that, and usually they're the ones that will try to give us the best advice. But in reality, they're really using their own filter and their own experiences, because their motivation is driven by the compassion that they have for us, and they also have their own fears and their own subconscious agenda. So if they give you advice about your relationship, then you may have to start asking yourself some difficult questions as well. When the couple breaks up, it does send ripple through the social structure of the family or the friend network. So one friend may be alienated from the other. One family member may not have access to children, so grandparents and aunts and uncles. So some of your friends will actually go out of their way, strangely enough, to say, oh, no, you should work it out and you should stick it out. Even family may do that as well. So this really actually is not very helpful to you when you're in times of limbo. So logical mind and friends and family, to recap, are not the best people to be able to help you decide whether you want to stay or leave a relationship. So I hope that helps. And if you are in that situation, I send you love and compassion. Also, Tanya and I have created this course called Ignite My Relationship, which is really to prevent this type of situation. And we talk about conscious communication, sexuality, how to ignite your relationship strictly by following these great tips. And this masterclass will be available on June 23rd. The cart closes, I believe, on June 9th for our special price of only $67. There will be some details in the description or in the comments, but please, I would appreciate a like and a comment or a share if you found this video to be helpful. And I appreciate your time, and we'll see you on the other side.